So here we are at the app. I'll put a link in the description. It's web.odmaster. So we're going to go menu. Again, down to Bluetooth, blue button, and then down to pairing. Select, and then pairable, and it will search. Then we're going to turn on here. I'm just going to select Bluetooth and see if it picks up our device. It might. There's TIDRadio kit. Let's try that. Pair. On a bit of luck, we've got a blue logo there at the top there. I know it's small, but it's definitely blue. Just there. I know my radio is still saying searching, but let's see if let's just click OK. Now let's back out a minute. And we're just going to see if it reads. Scroll down on the left here. It's quite low down, but it says H3+. We're going to click that. We might even have a go at the firmware as well, because look, it says firmware here, but not yet. I just had to rescan, but you just click up here again. And there it is there, and then we pair. So let's show you how to read. Once you've selected the device you've got on the left, H3+ there, look. Then click add. Now you've got existing ones here, but click add. You get a new window open. It does go dark grey while it's loading. And that's a live view of the radio you've got there. Okay. And then all you do is click at the bottom here. You can write to the radio, but you want to read. And then you have to click read again. Just move this over. And read, and it's now reading from the radio. Give it a second, and there you are. And the radio, as you can see, has that green line as it reads. And you know, this is Bluetooth. There's no cable involved here. So now we can start adding channels here. Make sure that you can see okay. And I find with this kind of software, just tinker. And get used to it. That's what I do. So HubNet, that's the wrong frequency. We're going to put in 434.550 on channel 1. Encoder 77. We only need sort of low power really. That's that one done. Next one down is GB3 Bravo Charlie. So we'll go 145.750. And I think they've done it so you can actually import, if you've got the right CSV file, you can import, a group of items. But let's just do these for now. 94.8. We'll leave it at high power. Transmit frequency. So you've got the receive frequency, the transmit, because it's different on a repeater. And you can choose wide or narrow. I just leave it on wide. A lot of people say you've got to use narrow, but I never have. And every contact I have is perfect. So a couple in there. Let's go across here to optional features, so we can change settings like continuous backlight just there, and go down voice prompt 60-second timeout. Let's do that to say turn it off so that you can talk for as long as you like. Display LCD, yeah, that's all turned on. Roger tone, we don't want that. So there you go. They go across A and B frequency mode. That's A band, sorry. That's the default when you're in VFO mode. Frequency mode is basically VFO. On the B, I'm going to put in 434.55. It's because I use these channels all the time. And yeah, of course it does DTMF. It does airband. These do airband really well. Let's put one in there for airband. Go back to channel, and we'll put the name in at the end here on the right hand side. Airband, and it's actually Bristol Airport Tower. And then we're just going to go 133.8.0. And again. So it's channel memories 1, 2, and 3. No CTCSS for that, because there's no transmit, so I'm just going to go like that. Does it like, sometimes they don't like airband in memories. Yes. Did I put enough zeros? Let's do that again. Okay, that seemed all right. No, it's still doing it. I'm going to leave it as that, and of course, because they want to leave the TX blank rather than, because I didn't think it was TX. So that's okay. And then now we're going to, at the bottom here, you can actually import and export this file. So if we go, and like I said, import, we need a, if there's a, there are good files. Agree to export mode. Okay. And there's the export, and it's, if we click that, it looks like a proper CSV file there. So if you've got a CSV file, then that's going to be brilliant, because you can hopefully bring that in, but you need the right format. That's the key thing. And then we're just going to go right to radio, and then click right again, and click like so. That's gone into the radio. Of course, you can use the app. I find this easier than the app. The apps I find fiddly. So upload to radio, 100% close. So in theory, if we press memory mode and go down to 1, 2, they're there, look. They're not displaying the names. There'll be a setting there that says display channel name rather than frequency. So if you look here and just go menu, radio set number 1, and then go down until you see, I'm not seeing it on the software at the moment. I'm sure it's there. Where is it? We saw it just now. Display A, let's go select, display type A, select, and look, we can go on the A band, name and number, back out. Still not seeing it. Let's go A and B. No, that's VFO. I'll work it out. There's definitely going to be a selection where it will display the name. So that's about it. We're still connected. Let's go to, what's this say? Remote control program. Let's hit that. See what that. Add frequency band plan. These are all previous ones that I've done. Mode list, which is what this is. Home. More about TIDRadio. Hitting these. All right, so if you hit that, it just gets rid of the left bit, makes it smaller. If you hit the lines here, there's connected. Add frequency band plan. That's the one. See this? 1, 2. I literally don't even know what that is. Interesting. Right, I think that's enough. More learning to do, but this gives you a basic idea of using the software via Bluetooth. And I wonder if the PTT still works when we're connected to this. Let's go menu. Down to 5. Menu. Pairing. Let's turn it on. Because it might disconnect the software. It might be only one at a time. But this can actually, it will work with the speaker, but it can actually send. So you can get your phone and it will pair with your phone and you can hear your phone on it. And then the idea is you can also communicate with the app, talk into it, and it uses almost like the Bluetooth connection of the microphone to then get that audio, put it onto the app, which then it sends to another person in the world using the same app. So it's not a live thing, it's more of it's using Bluetooth to just transfer. You could just talk into the phone if you wanted to, and on the same app, and then send it. But it lets you do that. But it also allows you to answer your phone, so you can use it as a Bluetooth hands-free kit. You actually can. But would you think, oh, what's the point? But I tell you, when you've got this in your car and you're using your ham radio and your phone rings and this is paired, you can actually answer your phone with this. So come on, it's just one of those things you either love it or don't. Let's go paired. Just make sure it says blue. Yeah, I can see it did connect, but I can see that the software, and it is connected. Yeah, but the software, yeah, is disconnected at the top here. If I try and reconnect, click that, and then, yeah, I'm going to have to put it into parent mode. But that's enough learning for now. Bye.